It's time to talk about the life of Chuck. Everything we do, mungleshow.com. Be sure and like, follow, and subscribe. This new film from the minds of Stephen King and Mike Flanagan in theaters this weekend, June the 6th. This unforgettable, genre-bending tale celebrates the life of Charles Chuck Krantz as he experiences the wonder of love, the heartbreak of loss, and the multitudes contained in all of us. It's rated R for language, runs about an hour and 50 minutes. Normally when we think of Stephen King, we think of crazy clowns living in the sewer. We think of an axe-wielding maniac going through an abandoned hotel. There's lots of things that come to mind with Stephen King. Now, if you've read most of his works, including his short stories, you know that there is a lot more to King than that. So you combine that with the mind of director, creator, producer Mike Flanagan, you're going to get something pretty special. The life of Chuck is shown in 3 acts, and it sort of moves backwards. But I will say the opening of this film is quite creepy and visceral. We're immediately shown a society and pretty much a world where everything has shut down. There's no communication via television, radio, internet, nothing. So you are totally isolated from the outside world. Things begin to crumble. You have states falling into the ocean. You have a food surplus that is non-existent. So when people are hungry and out of touch, what happens to humanity? It's a very scary time. Then as it moves backwards and you see the life of Chuck and how that works into what we have just watched, it is pretty fascinating. Adult Chuck is played by Tom Hiddleston, who we love Tom. I mean, we've seen him do so many different broad characters. A lot of the story, though, is told from the younger Chuck's point of view, and that character is played by Benjamin Podjak, who, man, I'm going to keep my eye on this kid through his career. He conveys such humanity, such emotion, such adolescence, and it feels so organic. There's nothing forced, there's nothing trite. It's almost like he's not acting. It's like the camera was put upon him and he just lives out in front of us, and it's very cool to watch. Star Wars fans can geek out as we see Mark Hamill in this one playing a grandfather. I don't know how Mark Hamill's old enough to be playing a grandfather, but he is. The supporting cast is pretty strong too, which Mike Flanagan always brings in big players, even if they're in very minute, and I say minute not in scape of role, but more of screen time. Normally timeline films can be muddled or confusing, especially working backwards and seeing this in almost an anthology type of way over 2 hours. Normally I'm not a fan of that, but this one works really well. I think because they engage you and grasp you so much at the beginning, but at the main heart of this film, it is just that life is meant to dance through. This is a beautiful story of what life is and how it should be lived. Again, it's The Life of Chuck in theaters this weekend. For more of what we do, check out mungleshow.com. Like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss a thing.